What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Now it's Friday, I've just got in from work, jumped in the shower, and I just had a knock at the door and look what's just come. So I've got myself a new Python no spill today. So I've had these for years and years and years. I've got one outside which is, I think it's about 8 or 9 years old, and it's actually busted. I've actually broke the funnel on it, and I'm actually using one right now. See that? That was the arrow one, it's having a bit of a tear up. I'm actually using one right now to do a water change on my 4-foot tank here. This is an old one I've had for ages as well. So I'm just going to show you today how I use it to do water changes and basically what comes in the pack when you buy it offline. Now I'll leave this product in the description below. You can sort of flick through the description, you'll see the link there. Just click on it. I'm going to warn you now, they're not cheap, they are expensive to buy. But honestly, once you own one, you won't go back to just using normal hose pipes or anything like that. They are fantastic things to use. So let's get on with it and open up and let me show you what's inside this bag. So that's how the bag comes, just like this. Nice and simple, just a plastic bag. Basically, it doesn't really need a box, does it? It's not really going to get damaged in transport or anything like that. So let me open it up. So it's weird actually looking at this now because my ones, this one here, the tube's all gone black and dirty over the years because obviously the dirty water's been coming out, the clean water's been going in, but the tube just clean, they get all dirty and stuff like that. So don't worry about that. It's not going to cause any harm to your fish. So it comes with the funnel here. You can actually get these funnels longer. You can get an attachment and buy attachments for it as well. They do one which is like sort of here. It's a massive thing. I really do want to get one eventually, especially with a deep tank like that, because you can actually do your gravel vac with these as well. We sort of just do that and it comes up and goes through there. I rarely do it. I've got clown roaches in all my tanks. So this is it. It's basically just a hose pipe tube like that really. It's got this special valve here. This is the main part of the Python, this thing here. So if you're living in a flat or something like that, when I lived in my flat about 3 or 4 years ago, I had a 6-foot tank in there which was about 700 litres. I actually rounded this up to the shower head on the motor, turn the shower head on, and it basically sucks the water out of your tank straight into your bath, job done. And then you flick this valve back round like that and then the water goes straight back into your tank. So it's really clever how it works. So basically the Python uses the pressure off the pump on the shower or your hose or your kitchen tap or anything like that, sucks it out your tank, back into your sink or back into your foul outside or whatever you've got, and then you click this thing round and then it sucks it, pumps it back into your tank. So that's your water change done. But I don't really use this, to be fair. When I was in the flat, I used it all the time, but I don't use it. All I do now is basically plonk that in the tank, close the glass side and the lids to sort of hold it in place, siphon it out into the garden outside, which I'm doing here on this one now. And then when I've done that, obviously unravel it, empty the water out of it, tighten it to the hose pipe outside, pump it in, and that is it. But it has got a special valve here as well, which you can turn on and off. So if you're obviously pumping water into your tank and your tank's nearly full, just turn it off, take it out, job done. Honestly, it's such a good piece of kit. And another thing that's really good about it, which I've found, if you've got really small fish, it's not going to suck the fish completely through this pipe. They will if they're tiny and they're stupid, like guppies. Guppies will probably go up there and end up in your drain. But like fish, normal fish like angelfish, like I've got in this tank here, I'm just letting it do it, you know. But if I had guppies in there, I'd have to keep an eye on it. Even if I had a normal hose pipe on there, I'd have to keep an eye on it. I can actually show you now what my fish are doing with the pipe. So you can see the fish sort of hovering around the pipe, but there's not a lot of pressure, you know. So this tube here doesn't make loads of pressure, but it is actually sucking out the same amount of water as if I just put this in here, because I know that because I've got this same pipe out in the garden which has got a broken one of these, and I tested it and it sucks out exactly the same amount of water even if you don't have that. So it's very safe for your fish. So with a normal pipe, I'd obviously have to be really careful with this tank because I've got some denison barbs in here which are quite small. There's all sorts of small fish which actually could get sucked up through this tube, but with the Python they don't get sucked in here for some strange reason. I think it's because it works as a different vacuum. Instead of having like a sort of tube this size, without having this, it would just create a different vacuum and it would suck the fish out, if that makes sense. But I just leave it alone on my tanks and it basically does its job. I actually need to pull this out now because that's enough water drained out this tank today. But anyway guys, that is the Python all opened up. Simple video, it's just a simple, easy product to use. If you are into fish keeping and you're keeping fish at the moment, you haven't got one of these, I don't know why you haven't, they're the best thing on the market. for water changes. They will make you actually do more water changes because they're quite enjoyable to use. You just sit there, you can plug it in, sit there, play PlayStation, watch telly while it's doing it. You haven't got to worry about, oh, there's a hose doing this, hose doing that. Is it sucking up my fish? This, that and the other. Especially, like I said earlier, if you lived in a flat and you've got no way to get into a drain outside, you can put it in your bath, put it in your toilet. There's all sorts of ways around it because they're such a good bit of kit. But that is it, all opened up. This is another one for me, for my fish room now. But I warn you now, they aren't cheap. I think I paid about 90 odd quid for this one. I'll leave, like I said earlier, I'll leave the link in the description below. So if you want to go and buy them, click on the description, it takes you straight to it. But that's it, all opened up. Put this valve away now. I might as well show you the fish while I've got the camera out. I don't think I've shown my 10-foot tank for a good few weeks now, so the arowanas are doing all fine. They're all eating like mad. I'm obviously doing my water changes, keeping up with my filter cleans. Everyone's doing fine in the tank. There's the massive clown loach, which is doing absolutely fine. They actually demolished the whole courgette last night, so there's a couple of bits floating about still in there. But yeah, can't complain. I am a little bit overstocked if I'm honest with you, but the arowanas have a little scrap here and there, but nothing major, nothing like when I had the blue base in there, so I'm not too worried about that. And the other bircher is at the back where the filter head is there. I think my bigger bircher is sort of picking on him a little bit, but he was out last night feeding, so I'm not worried about him, and I haven't seen any tears on him or anything like that. But we've got another big tank coming for the fish room soon. I'm really excited about. I won't let you know the size of it at the moment, but it is big, and we will be keeping some cool stuff in it. So I'm looking forward to that. For that's from ND Aquatics, so they're actually building me a tank right now. But anyway, that is the video ended for today. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed me unboxing that Python no spill. Really great bit of kit. If you want to get yourself one, like I said, in the description below, get yourself one on there. And yeah, have a good weekend everyone, and keep it real.